Hello everyone's. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I am here for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10, Episode 14. Now I'm going to need y'all help. I need to get my subscription up and I need to get more hours viewed. YouTube, they have taken away my monetization. I didn't have my monetization for like 5 years now. But now they're like getting down on people. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers and if you don't have 4,000 hours viewed, we're getting rid of it until you can reach that. So, in the words of Alexander Rogers, tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate. Just please, you like my video, you like what you see, you want to subscribe, please do. Tell your friends, tell your folks, your next door neighbors, so you can help your girl out. Please and thank you. So, on this episode, we starting off with Sheree laying in bed, being very extra. She talking about her living space is worse than Tyrone's. Now, Tyrone in prison, so you in Barcelona, he in prison, no. Okay, he's sleeping, where he sleeps at is a twin-size bunk bed with a toilet next to it, and he can stretch his arms out and be touching both sides of the walls, not ceilings. What are we talking about? Like, Trey be $2,000 for me, because, like, when you was living in that apartment and or condo, because I don't know which one it was, your son was sleeping on an air mattress. But here's my thing. You had a perfectly good room, and you wanted something better. And Portia snatched up your room, so now you here in the basement in this little bitty old bed. But I'm still going to say it is not worse than what Tyrone had to sleep with each and every night. Just saying. So let's go over here to this little conversation they having about Brielle getting on Snapchat, Instagram, or wherever she was trying to shade Nene, talking about Nene got roaches. Now, first she's talking about she didn't notice the roach. Because when, we look at it, it looked like a wasp to me. Nene having a party, people in and out, wasp could have clearly got in. But my whole thing is, you said you didn't notice it, but you was clearly zooming in on said roach, which I call a wasp. So what was you trying to do? And you was being shady when you was on here talking about I gotta crouch down and look in the mirror so I can take my selfie and get my Tyra Banks or my Instagram model on. Because Nene ain't got no mirrors up high. So I gotta crouch down here with the roaches up in her house. Now, I need y'all help. Like, at what age can we start, like, getting kids together? Now, I know we keep people's kids out of it. We leave their mom and daddy out of it. But, like, once your child reaches a certain age, like 18, is this when we can come for them? Because they be having a lot of mouth on them, starting to smell themselves, getting their butt on their shoulder. Is 18, you legal then. So, is this appropriate time where I can get on you? I just want to know. Because I'm so tired of Kim and her acting like she is better than everybody on this show. But I need to remind Kim that when she was first on the show, she was living in that townhouse and she only had those 2 girls, and Big Papa was, funding her lifestyle. But now you done got with Croy and he's getting you pregnant like it's an Olympic sports. Now you moving into bigger houses because y'all got this bigger show. So don't act like you $2,000, because if it wasn't for Croy and the show, you wouldn't have any of this. You wouldn't have this man because you wouldn't have met Croy because you was on the show. I'm like, I need Kim and her whole entire family to go somewhere. Please and thank you at this time. I know we shouldn't come for people's kids, but Brielle, she's 18 years old at this time, I believe, and she want to be sassy. And I want somebody to give her the sass. You 18 now. We no longer can use it. Oh, she's just a child. She's a grown woman now. And she can go out here and serve her country and buy her a pack of cigarettes. She's ready for somebody to come for her. So all the while we're having this conversation about said roach in Nene's house, we have Sheree, and I love how Bravo loves to be shady to everybody in this group, because Sheree's over talking about, I don't even know who has roaches anymore. And Bravo's like, well, I'll show you. It's you. And they show her on her front porch stomping what looked like a roach. I didn't get a good clear look at it because, they didn't zoom in like Brielle did. But we clearly see Sheree on the front porch stomping a bug. And the way Bravo, showed it, it was letting us know that this is in factually a bug. So... But then they want to know if she going to have a conversation with Kim. Now, Sheree does what Sheree does. She kind of says she going to have a conversation. And I'm like, when we say have a conversation with Kim, what we talking about is, are you going to tell her she need to talk to her child? Because that's what we talk about. We not talking about some you going to, because she over talking about some, I'm not going to tell Kim how to raise her kids because I don't want her to tell me how to raise my kids. Now, we say nothing about asking and or telling Kim how she should raise her child. What we did say is, are you going to talk to Kim about how her daughter's acting? This is what we want to know, okay? This, she bounced around that stuff. I was like, But I guess, sort of love that she did say, yes, I'm the one that told Kim about this situation. The person was like, I didn't know that this me just telling the girl, good for you that you didn't beat cancer because I thought you had cancer. I didn't know this was going to turn into, you sending out videos, even though clearly Kim said, I'm going to give y'all a video of some evidence that I had. I'm like, who goes around taking pictures and saving them for the right moment? I guess Kim and her daughter. Because first of all, you taking a picture of Nene months ago while she was in her car with a handicap sticker, when clearly Greg is of age and don't look like he's in the best of health, that hey, he need to get closer to the store or restaurant we at. He need a handicap sticker. Why you out here? There go Nene. Sending this to Brielle. She gonna love this. Brielle. Go ahead, send mama that picture, that video in Nene's house. Okay, girl. Yes. So let's move over to drunk Marlo. Marlo, she done had a few drinks. And, she out here, not really helping out situations. Because we get to talking about Portia in the welcome mat that her mama may or may not have given her. Marlon's like, your welcome mat was very, very small and I don't appreciate it. You had this grand house. Why is your mat so small? But Portia, she get to crying talking about, so my mama gave me this mat when I first moved into this house. And Marlo being drunk and being messy was like, girl, you didn't even cry when you told that lie on Candy and her husband. So now this done started a whole entire fight. Now, I should have been on Portia's side because Marlo was being drunk and Marlo was being messy. And why we got to bring up that situation? What is me crying about my mom? You should feel bad because what you did, Portia, was wrong. But I should have been on Portia's side, but I couldn't be on Portia's side because she got a fan. Now, we're going to act like this is a fan because I don't have any props that is fan right now. So, this is a fan. All right. Now, this is going to be smart. I got me a prop. She's waving. This is going to be my fan. She's waving and pointing the fan all in Marlo's face. Now, I was with you until this point because this is the same thing that Kenya was doing, and you grabbed that scepter and then you drug her across the floor like you was mopping the floor with her. So we can't even defend you now because you're doing the same thing Kenya did to you and you didn't like it. So Marlo grabs the doggone fan out of Portia's face. She gets up, she's hopping, they ready to fight. I'm like, y'all in Barcelona and y'all finna go to jail. Nene's like, I do not look good in cuffs. I'm like, girl, I've never been arrested and I don't want to get arrested. This shirt right here, this cotton, this is not jail material and I refuse to have jail material on me. So we had to break the girls off in group because Marlo ready to fight Portia, I might add, her anger management skills must be working because Portia from a few years ago would have grabbed Marlo whether she could have won or not, and they would have been fighting in Barcelona. So, y'all, did y'all check out, that don't hook on the door like they took Cynthia's wig off. Y'all, I about fell out because she walking by and it was like one of those type of situations. I'm like, ooh, girl, you better be glad that you had that wig nice and pinned down, or your wig would have been just standing up there like Kim's wig was sitting at that table. So Portia says she's ready to leave because she cannot take this right now. She's all about her anger management and she doesn't want to jeopardize it for these girls here. She didn't try to apologize, but Nene had said what a number of us have said. Girl, just sit there and tell the girls that you done effed up. Just simple as that. You effed up. You listened to somebody who you thought was a friend and who was actually a lawyer, and you did just believe that lie and didn't just sit there and think, why and Candy put herself, livelihood, businesses, and, you know, freedom at jeopardy to do some mess like that. You already know that doggone Phaedra and Candy was already having some issues with their relationship, their friendship, so why was you so quick to believe that? But I'm like, you just say that. I messed up. I believe somebody who I thought was my friend who was telling me something, even though in the back of my mind, like right here, I knew it was wrong, but I believed it anyway, and you could have went with that and this. Now, it wouldn't have settled things, but then the girls wouldn't be bringing up you lying and you heard every 5 seconds. So, y'all, that was the gist that went on. We did have them riding on go-karts and Portia flying down the streets of Barcelona and hitting a go-kart in front of her. I'm like, girl, please, you got on 6-inch heels and you were in a go-kart flying down the streets. An accident was bound to happen. So, that was just everything that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I thank my subscribers and the people watching my videos. And like I said before, go ahead, get this out here, subscribe, and share it with everybody. So, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.